Krishna used. Later you will see how many wonderful ideas are also there. Now, just to compare and contrast, I was searching. The same, what I have done is the etymological analysis of the Sanskrita words on body. In the same way, what is the etymology of the word body in English? I did a search in etymology online for English words. So it is Middle English, body, from Old English, bodig, which means a trunk of a man or a beast. The whole physical structure of human or animal. Material frame, material existence of human, main or principal part of anything. So this is what, and what other word can you think of for body? Not many words that come to our mind immediately. Though we are communicating in English, we are celebrating English, but English has to come. It's a poor or kind of a very weak shadow of what we have seen, the grandeur of Sanskritam, which conveys the entire cycle of our existence, entire nature of the body by the various terminologies, whereas the only word body that exists has very limited meaning of just a trunk of a man or a beast, or the whole physical structure. Only that much insight we get. Whereas in Tamil also, the yakai, udambu, udal, all this also has very rich meaning, just like Sanskritam. So we have to explore those terminologies also. Hence, understanding the importance of our Bharatiya Bhashas on just terminologies that are used itself will be very, very educative. So these are all the terms that we see about the very word body. When we speak about physical well-being, we should know what is a psyche or the physique is all about. And then in 3 parts, we can see what Krishna has to advise on the body alone. See, how did I do? I searched for all these terminologies, Deha, Vapu, Kaya, Kalevara. So where and all it is used, and what are all the relevant concepts that we get on the body. So in Bhagavad Gita, when we see Krishna speaks about the nature of the body, how body is called as a kshetram, what are all the constituents, what are all the 5 factors that influence the activities in the body, what are the role of the gunas, who is Deha, what is Deha and what is a Dehi, and what is about Punarjanma, is the body mere material or does it have divinity within? So this is about understanding of the body. And then in the body, we are embodied entities. Are we all happy? So many of us have various complaints. So what are all the causes that lead to sufferings and complaints in the embodied existence? So that is also discussed. There also 5 factors are mentioned. Asuric tendencies, then 3 gunas, they play a role. And then what are all the things that we need to do for the well-being of the body, starting from food to asanas, to bhakti, to yajna, to vairagya, karma yoga. So hence, I will just present, though the insights are very, very vast, I will just give 5 points each on each of these aspects, so that you can note all these aspects. This is actually a matter of 15-20 hours of discussion, where so many verses, so many concepts are there. I'm just trying to give you a kind of a trailer for what is there, so that you can explore more in the Bhagavad Gita on your own. So, for example, the very first terminology we can see in Bhagavad Gita, means very important, crucial terminology about the nature of the body comes in the 13th chapter, where Krishna says, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya bhijiyate etadyo vetti tam prahuhu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. So Krishna designates the word kshetram for the body. Idam shariram, this body, O Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, this body is called as kshetram. What is kshetram? Is a field. Kshetram means a field. So it is a field of, whenever we say kshetram, whenever we say agriculture. So field is normally agricultural field. So what comes to our mind when we speak about agricultural field? You can see, if you ask children to draw a picture of an agricultural field, how will they draw a picture? They will see lush green grass will be there, and then men and women working, or someone driving the tractor, or someone kind of doing the irrigation activity, or someone who is doing the tilling of the ground. All these are the things which come into the mind, which means if something is a field is the thing where we have to work. So things will not grow on their own. So when we say this body, Krishna very, very insightfully equates shariram to kshetram, which means that is where we have to work. So this is not, and progress comes with work. So we just cannot, so sharira is not bhoga ayatana. It is not merely the source of enjoyment. It is, consider this, oh Arjuna, he directly addresses Arjuna, consider this as your field. You have to work with your body. So I quoted Manu Bhakar, who is an Olympian. So this attitude is very essential. Means if we have any goals or ambitions in life, we have to consider this as a field of work. This body itself is a field where we have to cultivate, we have to irrigate, we have to kind of work with it. A farmer works consistently with this work, and his work is strenuous. That's when finally the result is amazing. The output, the harvest is great. So hence this fundamental attitude about the body of being kshetra. That's why the very Bhagavad Gita starts with the word kshetra only. With the Dhritarashtra says dharma kshetre, kurukshetre. So hence the word kshetra is very, very important. Where it's a field of work. That very essential in this world of enjoyment. So right from children to the aged people, everyone just looks at the phone and how many hours are spent only in bhoga. Whereas Bhagavad Gita says there is no joy in kind of merely enjoying. Actually, there is joy in working. So the more and more we work and create, that is the real happiness. And for that to come to us, a very essential understanding that this body is a kshetra where there is no incessant work. That's how we have to put in. So that will lead us to progress and success. And one more thing is and this body, this kshetra, also has stages of existence. Dehinosmin yatha dehe, kaumaram, yauvanam, jara. Though the context of shloka is different, it speaks about the Atmana, the consciousness. But in this shloka, we identify that the stages of life are indicated in this shloka. So there is one childhood, and there is the life of youth, and then there is aging. So all these aspects are reminded by us. So in whichever ashrama we are in, brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, there we have to put in our maximum effort accordingly, and then we have to reap the benefits. In Raghuvamsha we see Shaishave Abhyasta Vidyanam, Yavane Vishayeshinam, Vardhake Munivrittinam, Yogena Ante Tanutyaja. If it is childhood, Abhyasta Vidyanam, involve yourself in study. Yavane Vishayeshinam, in the age of youth, so enjoy all the pleasures of life. And Vardhake Munivrittinam, at the age when we get aged, renounce things slowly, reduce the attachment towards things, develop vairagya, and yogena ante tanutyajam. If you lead your life in this manner, then you can just ease out of or coil out of your existence. Many people, unfortunately, we see that they struggle and finally leave their body in the hospitals helplessly. But our Shastras constantly say anayasena maranam. So that painless means we say ichha maranam, just like Bhishma Pitamaha had. Is it not possible? Of course it is possible. In Ramayana also we see Lakshmana. He just went to the Sarayu Nadi Tira and then shed his mortal frame and then left for the higher abode. Is it not possible now? It is possible when we understand the stages of life, and then as advised by Krishna. So we understand these stages of life. We appropriately work with each of these stages. But unfortunately, we see the children kind of getting addicted on what is youth, for what is meant for youth, the children getting addicted to all those things. And then, and youth, what are they doing? They are worried about their life. So, vriddhastavata chinta saktaha. Whereas the youth are worrying, and so they are getting heart attack at 20, 25 years, all stress-related problem, etc. And nothing less or nothing to be stated about what happens at the end of the life. So hence, prathame narjita vidya, dvitiye narjitam dhanam, tritiye narjitam punyam, chaturthe kim karishyati. So in the first stage, you have to earn vidya, learning. Dvitiye narjitam dhanam. In the second stage, you have to work for earning the money. Tritiye narjitam punyam. In the third stage, if the punya or the meritorious acts are not done, chaturthe kim karishyati. In the fourth stage of life, what is there to be done? So absolute question mark is there. So these stages of our existence, when Krishna reminds us, we are also reminded of what needs to be done. That's what Krishna later also says, Niyatang kuru karmatvam. Sharira yatra pichate na prasiddhyed akarmanaha. So in this body with various stages, we have to involve ourselves in various useful activities. So whatever, as I elaborated earlier, whatever is appropriate at each of the stage of life, we have to do those activities. Just sitting back and enjoying, what will happen? Sharira yatra api na prasiddhyed. Your mere journey of your body, so that itself will not be happening if you don't engage in useful, productive activities. So hence, when these days, what they say is the most the killer illness is NCDs, non-communicable diseases. We went through the phase of Corona, where so many people unfortunately lost their life. But even more than Corona is the non-communicable diseases. According to the WHO data, we see non-communicable diseases includes, many of you know all these things, the diabetes and the heart-related problems, and then all other, and then hypertension. All these are, if we don't do we keep our life in a very active manner, niyata karma, whatever is our daily duty, responsibilities, activities, etc. If you are not engaged in systematic activity, what we will finally lead to, what it will lead to is a sedentary way of life. Sedentary way of life leads us to the NCDs, non-communicable diseases, which are taking a toll on the humanity as such. They are leading the pack of taking more and more people away from this world. So hence, the body is a kshetra, in that various stages are there, and then in those various stages, we have to engage gainfully in the activities. Actively, we have to engage ourselves. These are all the ideas about the nature of body Krishna is educating us about. So hence, and then how to go about doing our duty. In that also, Krishna gives the 5 factors. Sharira vang manobhiryat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchayate tasya hetavah adhishthanam tatha karta karananja prithak vidam vividhascha prithak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam. 5 factors. When you, okay, so the body is a work, the body is for work, it is the field of work, and so we have to engage in work. What are the factors? What are the factors which help in going about our work in a systematic manner? That is also planned and given to us by Krishna. So adhishthanam, there is a foundation, and then there is a substratum where we do our work. I will give example. And then karta, there is a doer. Karanam, there are various tools in work. And then vividhascha prathak cheshtaha, there are various connected activities. And finally, the daivam or our luck, which is the 5th factor. See, for example, you want to construct, or you want to build a particular technology, a drone, for example. If most of you are interested in the drone and other technology, so first adhisthana, what is the basis? The knowledge in physics and knowledge in computer and all those things is the basis. And of course, the various foundational aspects, which are the funding. Of course, if you're having a great project in mind, you need the funding, you need an encouragement. So all that is adhisthana, foundational things. And then, so the fund is there, the resources are there, but then you need a karta, doer. So in executing any action, the government may fund, etc., but there should be a chief investigator, project associates, all people who work on it, who should work on it. So doing needs doers. So hence karta. And those karta should also be well equipped. Recently, I was listening to one of the chief economic advisors talk about the nature of people. Most people who are undergraduates are unemployable because they lack skills. The kartrutva is not there. The education is there, but they lack skills. That's why the new education policy and others are trying to upskill people. By many of you are aware that skill education, ability enhancement, all these are part of our the new education policy. So the kartrutva has to be brought in. So the doers should also have the necessary skills for doing it. So adhishthanam, karta, karanam, and very many tools in building the drone, etc. Very many tools. The computer is a tool, and then the so many parts that are there, they are also the tools. You should know what are all the tools which are involved in it. And then Vividhascha Pruthak Cheshtaha. You may have the tool. What is to be done with which tool? How to put it together? So they are the ones which are various activities, various functions of the tools, how to put them together. So these are the four major factors which are in our hand. So the resource or the funding, the doership with the skill, and then the various tools and various activities that we have to engage with the tool. And finally, Daivam Chaivatrapa, some element of luck is also needed. All these are there. Somehow I am not succeeding it. So succeeding in this, some kind of an X factor will always be there. Some blessings of the divinity, some coming together of suddenly I get a mentor. So from nowhere I get a mentor, and then that because of that luck, my product. So I know all the steps, but still I'm going wrong. Where am I going wrong? I need someone to guide me. So by chance, by luck, by my fortune, I get such and such a guide. So he guides me well, and then I execute. So the fifth factor is the luck or daivam. So these are the factors. So this body, we have to work with it. How to work? These 5 factors is also given. For these are all very, very interesting, important aspect. I spoke about wellness also. There also, for example, I have some health problem. Adhishthanam is hospital. Karta is the doctor. Karanam is the various tools that the doctor has. And then Vividhascha Prathak Cheshta is the various treatments he gives. Even with all these treatments, there is a 5th factor. There should be a luck. Even the doctors accept that, okay, some fortune factor is there, which finally helps the success in the surgery or anything that comes together. So take any realm of the activity, be it sports, be it business, be it any other skill related activity, dance, music, anything you take, these 5 factors, universal principles to work with the body, that is given by Bhagavan Shri Krishna, to be remembered. So hence, and you are writing a project for funding. So for that also, these 5 factors are given. So who are all, where is the project being done? What is the skill? Even all the funding bodies, they ask for these factors only. So hence, so to do actions, all these factors are important with the body especially. And then, so okay, all these are materialistic dimension, but and a little bit of analysis on our own will help us understand this. The unique idea about the body that Bhagavan Shri Krishna says is that the body is not merely flesh and blood and bone and muscles and the mucus and other things. No, the body is also an abode of divinity. So hence, or else what happens, like a table and chair, we will consider the body as another material entity. Whatever respect we give to the table and chair, only that much should be given. No, here Krishna in many places, he says, there is the divinity within you. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I am the Jataragni. I am the one who cooks the food as Agni in the body. And then I am the one who is the cause of assimilation and development of the body. So in that form, as the Jataragni, Ayurveda people will know how that Agni is very important for our health and well-being. So that Agni is the divinity which is there. If that Agni is Manda, if that assimilation capability, digestive capability is not there, that leads to ama. That ama leads to amaya and lot of illnesses, etc. So protect the Agni within. So worship the Agni within, and so change your ahara, vihara, all these aspects to respect. Make it as an offering to the Agni. In Vedic practices, we say prane nivishto mritanjuhomi shivoma visha pradahaya. So I'm making this offering into the body. So let it do good to the body, good to the Agni within, and let it not burn me from inside. So hence such prayers to the Agni is there. So that Agni resides within. Later in the 13th chapter, he says, Adhiyajnohamevatra dehe dehabhritambara, in the form of Vishnu. So this, if the body body itself is considered as the Yajna Vedi, means the Vedic altar, and in that Vedic altar, who resides? Dehe. In the Deha, I am Vishnu who resides within. That is stated by Bhagavan himself. So hence, within you, there is this consciousness, there is this Bhagavan, there is this Paramatma. So hence, don't consider yourself as